We don't get hired as interior designers because we've got good taste. We get hired because we know how to communicate our ideas effectively. And the best way to do that is by drawing and visually expressing all our thoughts in a professional way. So what's one of the best ways to do that? Well, it is by using a CAD program. For example, my favorite is SketchUp, and specifically, if you're learning how to use a CAD program, I would suggest SketchUp free, because it is one of the best programs out there, and it's basically free. So today I want to tell you why this is one of the best programs for interior designers, especially if you're just starting out or if you're learning a CAD program for the first time. And the first reason is because you don't need to download software onto your computer. It is a web-based software, so it's accessed from Google, and you literally just type it into the web browser and you can start modeling from anywhere, which is absolutely fantastic. Next, it's got a really simple interface, which I found when I've been teaching SketchUp for a long time now, and something I found was with the Pro version, the interface changed from Mac to PC, and the floating like trays was really confusing. So you take a long time to set up your workspace. That doesn't happen in the web free version because it's already there, and that makes it so simple to use that everything is where you expect it to be. There's nothing missing. There's no like trays that have disappeared because you've accidentally moved them. They are always there. All of your tools are on the left. All of the editing capabilities are on the right, and it's just really simple. Like you can't go wrong with it. So that is one of the best things about SketchUp web free. Also, it's simple. It's not overcomplicated with things that you don't need. And I think this is really great if you're just starting out, beginning to use any kind of a 3D software. This is because when you're distracted by all of the things that you don't need, this happens a lot in AutoCAD when you can zoom right in and then you notice that your lines aren't meeting or something. You don't need that kind of complexity or accuracy when you're just starting out, because you're going to make mistakes. What you need is to be able to draw a 2D plan, draw a 3D model, and then set elevations. There are 3 really simple things that you need to be able to do. Trying to do that in other software is really, really complicated. Whereas in SketchUp, for the best part, it is very straightforward. And because of that simplicity, it's really brilliant for a beginner designer. Next, the huge library of furniture, which is easy also to create your own furniture. So you can constantly add new furniture, you can create your own furniture, and and people are constantly creating furniture. So the library of furniture and models on the warehouse is it's basically growing every day. And this can be a little frustrating for some people because they can't find the right object, but you can edit objects and you can make them your own. So that freedom to have a base object that you can just alter is just unbelievable. I remember trying to do this in AutoCAD and to learn how to create your own furniture object. And this is the same forever. You need to know how to code, basically. So it's really simple to just create a piece of furniture, which is exactly what we need as interior designers. Next, it's ideal for all phases of the project, and I think this is really what keeps it apart from, like for your Neo or design files. They're not designed to communicate construction drawings. They're designed for concept. That's great. So like a mood board, that's a big idea. Like AI, you've got the big idea, the vision. That's a concept. Once we start moving to detail design, to technical design, to construction, to implementation of FF&E install, you need drawings that can be communicated in a technical and professional manner to joinery or carpenters, joiners and carpenters, to the builder, to architects, to all of the other people, perhaps an engineer that is on the project. So in order to get that level of detail, you need a professional program, and SketchUp is a professional program that all other professionals in the industry use because it is so quick and fast to use to create a 3D model, for example. So if you would like to learn SketchUp, specifically the web-based version, we have a brand new course on this that it breaks it down all the way to the real important pieces of how to draw a line, how to understand 3D faces, all of those bits and pieces that most people, when they're teaching SketchUp, overlook because they think it's too simple. I've now taught SketchUp to hundreds and hundreds of people, and especially people who aren't technically minded. And this is the process I've learned. And now this is now the 5th SketchUp course I've written. So it's one of my best ever. And I'm very proud of it because I've gotten to a point where I know how important it is to break things up into these small pieces, really, really allowing you to understand and grow your knowledge as a designer in a very specific way to use the software efficiently and effectively for yourself. So that is why I think SketchUp is one of the best programs, specifically SketchUp for web, which is the free online version to use as a beginner interior designer.